Good afternoon, everybody. Get my stuff set up here. It's a cup of JoJo, and ta-da, the hair's all gone. I finally broke down. I had enough of that crazy hair and unmanageable, and I will never do that again. So that is that. I mean, enough is enough. How crazy could I be? I don't want to do that. So everything's good. I'm truly blessed, and it's another beautiful day. Will you have a cup with me? I hope so. I feel like a new man, and I'm I feel refreshed, and God is good every day. I don't want to turn you people off talking about God and Jesus and everything. I give some other content and stories and everything, but you know, I really believe because I experienced it. So, but I remember. I'll tell you about when I'm what the thumbnail says. When I was in the hospital about 10 years ago, I overdosed on opiates, and I graduated into harder drugs. I was on pain medicine, and all that cop out stuff. You know, I did drugs because I wanted to do drugs, not because I was in pain. And I graduated to street drugs. You know, well, JoJo, you know, you had chronic pain, and then you built a tolerance up to the medicine, so you went in the streets, and then you started doing heroin, and then you did fentanyl, and then you died. I did drugs because I like the feeling of drugs. Okay, I did drugs because I like the feeling. That's why. And then it led to me being dead on the floor. And I had a death experience during that time, and I was on life support, which they had all this stuff hooked up onto me. And I was also, they were withdrawing me also at the same time. And they had me leather strapped down. I was strapped down with these thick leather belts, leather straps strapped to the bed. Probably was flopping around like a fish, jonesing, rapid withdrawal off of, they moderately reduce, you know. And that was the craziest time of my life, going through that. I would have periods of time when I had some awareness and consciousness, and I guess I was causing too much commotion. I had lost my mind. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know anything. And the other patient in the ICU or whatever, they had to remove the other patient. I don't know what I was in another world. I didn't have my mind and everything. And then I would be out again for long periods of time. And this went on for 3 or 4 months, I reckon. I'm out in the country now. I got to speak the vernacular, the dialogue. I reckon it was 3 or 4 months on life support. So I made it through that, and I got put into another room, and I still had IVs and all of that stuff in there, and I lost a lot of weight. I was skin and bones. I only had the IV for nourishment during the whole. Obviously, I wasn't eating, and Uh, so I get in there and I see a childhood. Well, let me back up a little. Don't let me get ahead of myself. I get chirping too fast, chirp, chirp, chirp. And well, I love telling stories. So I got a YouTube channel, but I do the daily devotions because I like to lift people's spirits up. So I get in there and a lady comes in and she starts explaining stuff and everything. And I reside in the Twilight Zone, and it is my daughter's mother, who's a nurse, and she was the head nurse on that floor. And obviously, she was concerned about her daughter's father, who had just ruined himself with drugs, and he's trying to fight back for his life. So she starts explaining stuff like, I didn't know my name. I didn't know how old I was. I didn't know anything about nothing. Mind erased, brain dead. I was on the floor without oxygen for a long time. They probably figured I was going to be an invalid. I still have some deficits, as you're probably aware of. But I do my best. God's a good God. He's tried to bring me back. So, yeah, I didn't know. I didn't have any recall or anything. I actually thought maybe I was like 25 years old and my mind was shot. Wiped, the slate was wiped clean. And so I finally had to start eating regular food and everything. And an old childhood friend happened to work there at the hospital. And he saw me. He knew what happened, and I mean, he worked there, and he knew that I was in ICU for all those months, and he knew I didn't have any explaining to do. The word was already out to everybody in the community what JoJo had did to himself with that fentanyl. That fentanyl was a substitute that came in from Pennsylvania, and it's like a horse tranquilizer. And I knew that it wasn't heroin. I knew it wasn't heroin. And the day I went down, I was in the city, and there was a local friend of mine that our cars would be on the expressway at the same time, going back and forth. We used to get the drugs from the same car wash area. And I remember we both copped our drugs that day. And I said, well, I don't want to say his name. I said, this isn't traditional heroin. This is some kind of medicine synthetic stuff. He said, well, it does the trick for me and everything. I said, it makes me feel squirrely, but as long as it makes you not Jones, you know, when you're an active drug addict, you're just trying not to Jones, and you know, you go through some measures and extremes just for that matter. So he ended up, so we both are driving back home. We would take the same route, and then I'd beep my horn a lot of times if he was in front of me, and he'd put his arm out and wave, and I'd beep, and he'd go off and do his drugs, and I would go. I lived right off that road, and I'd go do mine. Well, we both went home. We both did that fentanyl, which we didn't know it was fentanyl, but we thought it was some kind of heroin substance, but it wasn't really the traditional heroin. Believe me, you know when you're a drug addict what is what. And I went down in my bedroom. He went down in his basement, and they found him dead hours later. And when I went down, I was staying with an old man, a family friend, God rest his soul. And it was a crazy experience where my girlfriend at the time there, she was calling me and I wasn't answering. And we were in constant communication. And I was home alone when I went down. But the old man was on his way. When I came home, I went in the room and I think he was in the kitchen or something. Yeah, or then he left. So and he, for some reason, did a U-turn on Main Street and came home at the same time my girlfriend was calling to check on me. And he was getting up in years and everything. And he went in there and he said, well, Jojo's he was on the phone with her. And he says, Jojo's on the floor. I was overdosed, laying there dead on the floor between the bed and the dresser, because I'd sit on the end of the bed and do the drugs. I just did it and plopped over. And she immediately hung up the phone and summons 911 to the address, my residence. And they had a hard time, I found out later on, using the Narcan to revive me. And they kept trying, and they were going to zip me up. And the lady, I found out, said, no, give one more shot. And I popped up off the floor. And I remember bouncing on the stretcher, and then that was it. I was like in a coma for months and everything. But on the thumbnail is being on life support, and that's the backstory to that. And this video just evolved into that. And when I was dead, and some of you are aware of that experience when I was in my room looking at myself on the floor. And crazy experience. And I'll get into those stories as we go and build up a little more. I'd like to share some of those stories with a bigger audience, but we're getting there. Hey, I think I got 18 subscribers or 19. Thank you, Jesus. We're getting there. And I appreciate you people come in and you take time out to listen to me and everything. And I like to tell stories. I'm older now and I got time on my hands, and it's a fun hobby. Yeah, I'd like to have a strong community and everything, and that's cool too. So, because I do share the good messages and the daily devotions, which we're going to do right now. Let me change my mask. Ta-da! Hey, I can see. Look at his hair. I'm a human being again. See, mama? All right. What am I getting my phone out for? You see, I did suffer brain damage. I did suffer brain damage when I was out for all that time. This is a daily devotion. I like to give God and the angels brought me back. So it's just good spiritual food, because what I experienced and I got brought back to life. So I know it's a turn off, but I owe it, and I'm going to continue to do it. It's just a paragraph, some good stuff, Stay strong. We got an army. We got an army. We got tools. There's more than meets the eye, that you could just touch and everything. There's a lot going on in the spiritual realm. So let's see what's up today. This is a June 30th devotion. There's one for each day of the year. I am the truth, the one who came out to set you free. As the Holy Spirit controls your mind and actions more fully, you become free in me. Yeah, release a lot of that stuff. Release. Feel confident and strong. There's a lot of tools out there in the world to build you up. This is a strong tool. Okay, we'll get there. You are increasingly released to become the one I created you to be. This is a work that I do in you as you yield to my spirit. So give in to the spirit and accept it. It's not fairy tale fantasy stuff, as I always say. I can do my best handiwork when you sit in the stillness of my presence, focusing your entire being on me. It's not hocus pocus stuff, folks, okay? I know I would think so but I was brung up in to believe anyways. Let my thoughts burst freely upon your consciousness, stimulating abundant life. Geez, I want an abundant life. Spiritually, emotionally, physically. And geez, I could use a new car. Hey, help me out over here. Let my thoughts, okay. I am the way, the truth, and the life. As you follow me, I lead you along paths of newness, ways you have never imagined. Don't worry about what is on the road up ahead. I want you to find security in knowing me, the one who died and set you free. So, geez, someone died for me and set me free. I'm cool with that, okay? That's the daily devotion. I'm psyched. I'm energized. I'm thankful to everything that I have. And I'm not pissed off about what I don't have. I'm here. I'm alive. You're there. You're alive. Let's rise up and do our thing. Have fun and laugh. And I'm a little crazy and I get a little immature at times. But I got a lot of content on my channel. And I'm highly educated and street smart. Yeah, big deal. What's all that mean? It's what kind of person you are. Who are you to your fellow man? What is your compassion and you know, geez, I judge. Look at that. You no good. Why is he doing that? And no. Got to do our best, my best, to not do that. Because I want the world to be perfect. It ain't. The devil's rocking and rolling. The devil's having a field day. We need some ammunition, folks. The devil was kicking my butt all the way till I was dead on the floor. Till the angels came and brought me back. So that's why I believe in this stuff. Yeah, I believed in it growing up in a Catholic, Christian and Catholic. Yeah, I believed it and everything, but I never thought there would come a day that it would be right in my face where it's like, wow, I experienced it and that stuff was right. What I experienced. Now, I'm not trying to force religion or any type of spirituality on you. I'm not here to do that. I'm here to share my story. If it grabs you in a certain way, it grabs you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not here for that. But I am one of a few people on this planet Earth that was dead for that length of time, and to be resurrected back up, brought back to life without brain damage. Yeah, it was a long process to get my faculties back. And I still lack with forgetfulness. Like, I'm still absent-minded and do, stuff like, where's my phone? Where's my phone? Geez, I've been looking for it all day. Well, geez, I give up. I'm not looking for it. Let me get a water out of the fridge. Oh, there's my phone in the fridge. So I did suffer, and I'm getting older. So, and that's my excuse. I'm getting senile. Okay. Let me get enough videos in before I'm not just completely out of it. Okay. But we like to have fun. So, yeah, I do all that. And I share organized crime stories. And that seems like it gets old, but my viewers like it. And, I don't want to sensationalize that, but it's a YouTube channel and it does get a lot of more views than my other videos. So it is what it is, the old saying says. And I don't like saying that, but sometimes you have to say it. It is what it is. Well, okay. When you say that, it usually means like, it ain't right. I'm a realist. So I appreciate everything and enjoying the summer. I'm going to do some traveling. I'm excited about my new haircut. I look like a human being. And I have that thing, my hair in a ponytail. I'm not that guy. This is Sima, my late great mom. JoJo's back. All right. I'm giving tribute to all that is good and sometimes reflect on what is bad. Because good wouldn't have much value if there wasn't bad. So is that the yin and the yang? The yin and the yang? All right. I don't think I need my glasses because I'm not reading anymore. So if you're new to my channel, check out my other videos with the long crazy hair. This is my premiere debut with the new JoJo. Okay. That was what's a cup of JoJo. What was in the cup today? Well, the devotion, the story, and a human being guy that looks like a human being without all that crazy hair. I told the barber I wanted the Elvis look. I wanted the Elvis. He said, what? I said, I want the Elvis. Remember Elvis? Geez, how old am I getting? We're some kid, like, yeah, remember Elvis? The kid's like 25. Good barber. Good barber. Great kid and a great barber. I would hope so. I would hope so. What do you folks think? Did he pass the test? Well, my mom used to say I was handsome, so I believe my mother. Okay. So we're going to end it there. Thank you, my great people. Thank you for supporting me. And if there's a good deed you could do for somebody today, that's the riches. That's the currency of life. Somebody needs some help. Help them out. Let's not judge. I'm guilty. Done it. Let's rise up. Let's bring this army back. All right. A cup of JoJo. Be the kings and queens of your world. Stay safe. Stay great. Stay blessed. I'll be doing another video tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. So I got to get some structure here and we're going to get it done. So until then, thank you for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye.